Good morning. We're going to go ahead and look at S13. We're going to write linear functions of for word problems, and we're still going to be using slope-intercept form. So the parts of slope-intercept form that we want to talk about are going to be the slope, which is m, and the formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and then the y-intercept, which is b, and y equals 0b. And then we're going to talk about the x value, which is also known as the independent input or the domain. And then finally our y value, which is our dependent variable, our output or our started out at 1 pound and gained 2 pounds every month. Write an equation that shows a relationship between the age A and the weight P. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stick with slope-intercept form. So we're going to say y equals mx plus b. And in this case, we're going to say that m is our constant rate of change or our slope, and b is going to be our starting point or starting out amount. So let's go ahead and start our equation. So in this case, we're going to say p equals, the rate of change is 2 pounds every month. So that's going to be 2A, and then our puppy started out at 1 pound. So we're going to add plus 1. So let's go ahead and type that in. That's going to be P equals 2A plus 1. Okay, for our next equation, it says that Pedro has already read 6 books this year. Before joining a book club, he plans to read 2 books every month now that he has joined. Write an equation that shows the relationship between the months M and the total books read. So again, Pedro, we're gonna use slope-intercept form. So this is our rate of change, our slope, and then an ordered pair, and then we're gonna add the starting point or our starting amount, which is the same thing as a y-intercept. Answer as an equation with b first, followed by the equal sign. So b is the total number of books read and m is the months. So I'm going to say that b equals, so where it says 2 books every month, that's going to be our constant rate of change. That's going to be 2 m for months. And then our starting point was 6 books because that's how many he had already read for the year. So we're going to add 6, and then we're going to submit that. So let's see. B equals 2 plus 6, or 2m plus 6, excuse me. And we're done. $8 for a membership to the Science Museum, and then go to the museum for just $15 per visit. What is the maximum number of visits a member of the Science Museum can make for a total cost of $368? Write and solve an equation to find the answer. So we're looking for the number of visits. The first thing we need to know is that we're going to name our different parts. So let's see. I know that my total cost is going to be the y. So this is my total cost. I know that my rate of change is going to be the $15 because it's $15 per visit. And I also know that The number of visits is going to be X. And then we know that our initial amount that he paid for the membership, or that this person paid for the membership, is going to be $8. So this is the initial, the starting amount. And then it's $8. So let's write out our equation. We're going to say that y equals 15x plus 8. So back to our question, it says, what is the maximum number of visits a member of the Science Museum can make for a total of $368? So they are actually giving us y. So they're saying that y equals $368, and they want to know x, which is the number of visits. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for x. We're going to substitute 368 into that. So I'm going to say, I'm going to do it right here on the right. 368 equals 15x plus 8. I want to solve for x, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So then from there, I just get $360. And then that equals 15x. So with the 15, I'm going to divide both sides by 15. So then I get 360 equals 15x divided by 15. And we divide 15 from both sides. So then x equals 24. So again, x was a number of visits. So the number of visits is 24. And we can enter that in. Submit. Books this year before joining a book club, and she plans to read 5 books each month now that she has joined. After belonging to the book club for 5 months, how many books will Kelly have read in all? Write and solve an equation to find the answer. So slope-intercept form again. I know that B is going to be my initial amount, or my starting amount. And in this case, she read 10 books. We also know that the rate of change, because she plans to read 5 books every month, our rate of change is going to be 5. So 5 is the rate of change. And when we talk about the rate of change, we're thinking about monthly, because she joined a monthly book club. So that's monthly, or you can even say per month. That's the magic word. And then Y is going to be the total number of books read. Okay, so it says that Kelly, it wants us to know what happens after belonging to the book club for 5 months. How many books will Kelly have read in all? So here's our equation. It's y equals 5x plus 10. And we are saying that in this case, x is going to equal 5 months. So we're going to substitute x for 5. So that's going to be, I'm just going to write in a different color, like in white. Y equals 5 times 5 plus 10. I always misspell the word months. So back to our equation. We know that we're going to simplify. So y equals, I have to multiply first, which is 5 times 5 is 25, plus 10. So then y equals 35. So she read 35 books in 5 months. All right, see you in class.